Hello everyone, welcome to Casually Coloring. Today I'm going to show you my finished pages in September. I have about 9 of them and we'll get started. First one is from Daydreams from Hanna Karlzon. This one here I used Prismacolor for the main image and some watercolors for the background. Typically I use polychromos, but depending on a palette that I'm using, I may switch it up and use my Prismas. And it appears I've been using my Prismas a little bit more often these days. Depending on, what colors I've picked out for my palette, I'll switch. Or if the paper really begs for it, I'll switch. But typically I gravitate towards polychromos. The background, I really just wanted a really light gradient, and I wanted these elements to pop off the page. And as you can see, the contrast is pretty great with them. This was one of my favorite palettes for this page. My next one is also from Daydreams. And here's this one. I did this one with all Albrecht doors. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I find it very hard to get a lot of depth with just watercolor pencils alone or Derwent Inktense alone. So when I somewhat pull it off, I think anyway I somewhat pulled it off, I'm usually a bit proud of myself when I do that. I really like this palette. It's a great autumn neutral toned palette. The next one is from Summer Nights. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This one here was a buddy color with Miss Coloringa on Instagram. I think the main image, let me see. Yeah, the main image was polychromos and Tombow water brush pens. And the background was all Albrecht Dürer. She had done a fall page. I'm not really versed in editing and all that, so we'll have to just link her account, her Instagram account, so you guys can see her version. She did like an autumn version, and when I started mine, I had started mine in summer, so I leaned more heavily into the summer vibes, and I wanted to kind of leave this background gradient to denote that there was some light coming here from the center. I'll tell you what, too, the camera does not pick up. I remember having a struggle with taking photos or scans for this image. For whatever reason, the cameras did not want to pick up the colors properly. Like, in real life, there's a lot more mid-tones in these flowers than, what it comes up on camera. I really enjoyed this one, though. A little monotonous with the extra flowers and the leaves, but still, it was a fun page. It was a really enjoyable buddy color as well. All right, so the next one is from Seasons. Oh, here we go. This one here, another autumn inspired. A little bit crazy about fall. Fall's my absolute favorite season. This one I kind of challenged myself a little bit in the fact that I used just polychromos and nothing else. Typically, I always use some sort of water-based medium to base or do backgrounds, etc. So I was happy that I was able to get in just polychromos for this one. It's a lot more delicate than I usually do, but hey, change is good sometimes. I had fun doing some flicks of grass here for the background. I think I chose this page based on the fact that I wanted to practice fur. And I've gotten some decent practice in, I think, with this one. Now, my next one is Jewelry Box from Hanna Karlzon. I mean, obviously, these are all Hanna Karlzon. If you don't know, all of her books so far, if I haven't mentioned it, all 4 books so far have been Hanna Karlzon. So this one, another autumn one of my favorites so far as well. I used Polychromos and Arteza watercolors for the background. I wanted these gems to be the light source, and the really dark blue gradient in the background really helps denote that the light's coming from here. I really enjoyed how this one came out as well. Sometimes I cannot pull lighting off to save my life, so when I can nail some sort of lighting on a page, it makes me very happy. The palette overall is just striking too, with the contrast between the blues, the browns. It's really nice. I really enjoyed this page. All right, next one is Nightfall. Nightfall by Maria Trolle. We have moved into Maria Trolle. My top 2 favorite artists, and I think that's all I've colored in September, were all just the Hanna, Karlzon, and Maria Trolle pages. Okay, here we go. This one was also a buddy color with At Tinted Tales. I will link their Instagram accounts in the description because I don't know how to put their versions up. She had a fantasy version with purple trees that completely blew my mind, and the page was just dreamy. I loved it. For me, I used, let me see, Polychromos, Tombow, Artex acrylic markers, and I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, Arteza watercolors for the background. They're I really wanted to kind of create that time of day where dusk is just hitting the ground. Like you could still clearly see, but you have that lighting, like the darkness hasn't reached the ground yet, but you still have that clear vision, and you're just starting to see the fireflies pop out. This is what I wanted to create. I'm not sure if I was too successful with that, but this was an autumn-inspired page, of course. And with the Artex markers, I decided that it was a little bit empty, and I wanted to add a little bit of foliage around here, so I just did some foliage with some Artex acrylic markers. And this is actually a full color along on my channel. So if you do color alongs and you're interested in something like that, or you're interested in how I did certain things, all 3 parts are already posted on my channel. This one was a good one. This one I really enjoyed. Oh, and I wanted to mention too about the Stag. We really, when we started this buddy color, we both debated about wanting to do white stags because white stags are just gorgeous. But in the end, I chose to do black because it's the rarest, and it ends up being like a pigment mutation that causes the deer to be black, and it's the rarest form of color. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go with that. And I added the tail there too because I feel like he needed a tail. Here's that one. All right, let me see. Next one is, oh wait, actually, what? I thought I had another one from here. Did I remove all the tags by accident? Give me 1 second. There's no way. Oh, I did, apparently. All right. Oh, here we go. All right. 2 more from Nightfall. All right. We have this is an, oh man. when I finished this, I just wanted to snuggle this bunny. This bunny was too cute. This one I used Derwent Inktense as a base, and I topped it with Polychromos. And of course I used the white gel pen for some of the fur and the particles in the background. I don't know, this palette just turned out really neat. I feel like it's super muted, super autumn, and yeah, I don't know, I dug it. This one here, I think I used Prismacolors for. Let me see, yep, Prismacolors. I think I based with Albrecht Dürer, and I should really start writing more of this stuff down. I based with Albrecht Dürer, and I think I topped it with Prismacolor. And the reason why I think I chose Prismacolor to begin with was because of the colors in these leaves here. Prismacolor's got some really nice greens, like some really light muted greens that I needed for these leaves. So I ended up, I think, doing Prismacolor for the whole page. These black backgrounds, just sometimes I need to do them. because backgrounds trip me up a lot. And yeah, sometimes I just don't want to think about having to do a background. So this is where the black background comes in. All right. And the last one, Botanica, from Maria Trolle as well. And this one was just another one of those basic cleansers, I guess you could say. Done with all Prismacolors. And I'm pretty sure I picked Prismacolors based on the blues that Prismacolor has. Nothing really much to say about this one. It was just, pretty sure actually this was colored previously, but I hadn't posted it until September. So that's how this made it into September completed pages. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's my first one, so if I'm a little jumbled and whatnot, you'll understand why. I'm still getting the hang of trying to film and figure out how that goes. That's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed the video or found some inspiration in the color, and I'll see you soon. Have a good day.